Hello and welcome to Gloucester Cathedral's digital Advent calendar. My name is Celia Thomson. I'm the Canon Chancellor, which means that as well as doing the worship side of things and preaching with my clergy colleagues, I work closely with the stonemasons and cathedral architect to look after the cathedral building, and with the education officers and the archivist and all sorts of other bits and pieces too. Today we open our 6th door, and it is a Sunday. The Advent ring behind me here in the nave is lit. We have 5 candles, and 1 candle each is lit on every Sunday in Advent. And Sunday we celebrate the Cathedral Eucharist here at the altar. 1 candle is alight because last Sunday was Advent Sunday, the first Sunday of the Christian year. And that day we start giving thanks to God for the promise he gave to Abraham and the promise of the coming Saviour at Christmas, Jesus' birth, which we await with eager expectation throughout the weeks of Advent. We're now going to light the 2nd candle, which may take a moment or so. This is rather high up, as you can see. And normally, in our Sunday service, we ask one of the children to light it. And it always takes a few moments, but there we are. The 2nd candle is lit to remember the prophets of the Old Testament, the first part of the Bible, people like Jeremiah and Isaiah, who spoke out in the darkness of their times against injustice and kept the flame of hope alive. We too have lived in dark times this year. None of us would have imagined what would face us this time last year when we were about to celebrate Christmas. But even in our dark times, the times of loss for so many people, for so many families, the loss of income, the loss of our freedoms, there has been always hope, the hope of those in the NHS working so hard and in our care homes, all who've kept the country's infrastructure going. And there's been hope in the love shown by friends and neighbours to one another. And of course now the hope that is about to be realised of a vaccine that will be shared with the whole world. Someone once said that hope is not the light at the end of the tunnel, but it is the light that is in the tunnel with us, though it's hard to remember that at times. It's like on a very wet day when it's all dark. The sun is still shining above the clouds, and we just need to remember that. Hope is with us all the time. And so, as we prepare to celebrate Christmas, we have the hope of God coming in Jesus, God sharing his very self with us to show us the way of love. Jesus is the light of the world, and on Christmas morning, the 5th candle at the top will be lit for Jesus, a light that no darkness can overcome. And so I wonder if there are signs of hope for you that you might like to share with family or a friend or a neighbour, or send a message to someone if you're unable to get out of the house at the moment, or just phone someone up for a chat. And think about hope, the gift of hope that God gives in Jesus.